Okay, I have a new poll watchers training course coming out. I've titled it The Art of Poll Watching. And ART is an acronym, stands for Action, Responsibility, and Trust. And it is the most comprehensive poll watchers training guide in existence. We will be covering as much as I can possibly squeeze out of my brain. Okay? Imagine my brain is like a wet sponge, a gross wet sponge, and I'm just squeezing out as much of the knowledge as I can, trying to get it into, like, I don't know, a cup or something. That's the weird visual that I want you to have. That's what's going on. So, this Poll Watchers Training Guide is going to cover a lot, but I'm going to make it as concise as I possibly can. I'm getting pretty good at that. We're going to go over constitutional philosophy that dictates how our elections should be handled. We're going to go over federal law related to elections. We're going to go over state statutes related to the elections as well, which tell us literally how the elections are supposed to be administered. We're going to go over the agenda that's being pushed from state to state through these NGOs that have we'll call it a special interest in screwing up our elections. And really what their goal is to undermine our Republican form of government. And the best way to do that is to completely destroy our trust in the way we govern ourselves, okay? So we're going to go over these issues that are rendering our elections unauditable. Then I'm going to tell you how to look for those in your state. I have checklists, and you can just check off whether your state or your county really is involved in these programs that are in common from state to state. We're going to go over who's pushing these issues. And then we're going to get down into the details, and I will show you how we intend to track results by candidate throughout the election cycle as best we can. I'm going to show you what to open records request in order to more fully track an election cycle from beginning to end. Excuse me. I'm going to also show you, we're going to go over the registration issues as well. I'm going to show you how to track registrations in your state and in your county. I'm going to show you how to reconcile totals at the end and make sure everything looks right, especially by candidate, or sometimes there are measures on the ballot that you kind of either do or don't want to be passed, and we'll track those as well. Because a lot of the measures, they're getting a lot of this weird stuff done in our country through these bonds and liens measures, and some of the measures are amendments to your state constitution. Very, very important to watch out for. We're going to show you how to document the unlawful processes in your elections to prove that the elections are not auditable. Because we already know that they're not. But you can't stomp your feet. You have to document it. And then you have to know what to do with what you've documented and recorded. We're going to show you the next steps, how to petition for redress, who to petition for redress. We're going to go over actual petitions. We're going to go over lawful notification in the form of affidavits of truth. And we're going to go over the structure of your local government, which is where you have to go first. We are also going to show you how to draft resolutions to get language in your party's platform. And the value in that is forcing all of the candidates who want to run on that party's ticket to adhere to what you've managed to get into the wording of your party's platform. They can't violate that. Otherwise, they'll have to go run as another party. And we'll also show you the best way to take some of your findings to your representatives and present them with legislation that you want them to introduce and push on the state house floor and state senate floor, and get these changes made. We cannot audit our elections the way that they're being managed. And that's a violation of both constitutions, state and national. It's a violation of state statutes as well as federal law. And this is how we'll lose our country. And it'll happen more quickly than any of us expect if we don't take action and responsibility to restore trust. We will get back to a system that we can trust because it's auditable and because it's simple. The more simple, the more secure. The average American voter should be able to explain to their children how ballots are cast, tabulated, and reported. As it stands, not even our computer science majors can explain how these election systems are being managed. They can guess, but they can't explain to themselves, let alone teach anybody else, how these elections are being administered. There are some people who do know, but they're walking that edge of knowing that they're administering an election that's permeable and defending that permeable process or that blatantly unlawful process. There's dark money being exchanged. There's special interest involved. And this is what we need to do to preserve our elections. So let's take action, let's take responsibility, and let's restore trust through, the art of poll watching. I hope you guys are ready, and I hope you sign up for the seminar that we are about to release. Not sure which organization is going to contract this, but we are going to get this out. These are seminars for poll watching that will be customized by state, county, and computerized voting system. We're going to get you ready to track it. And we're going to get you ready to fix it.